Hello, Game Tankers. I am back with a video of it was the first match of the Leopard 2A4, and sort of a comedy of errors on my part because it was early in the morning. The coffee had not yet kicked in, and I made some mistakes. And most notably was having been so long since I had purchased an Era 2 or Era 3 tank, I completely didn't realize that Enhanced Target is not equipped at the start. That happens in Cold War. I don't know why. I guess we're that elite. If you guys could do me a favor, like and subscribe, and hopefully you guys get some information out of this video. Because when I got into this match and discovered that I did not have enhanced targeting, I really was reminded there's a few voices, those faceless voices on the YouTubes and whatnot who like to give the advice that you might not need to have enhanced target on your tank. I know there's barely a few. Some of them are idiots. Some of the Unicums. Some of them are Unicum idiots. I have only know of one person who doesn't use enhanced target and is very effective, although they do not preach that you should not have enhanced target. Because, in my opinion, after this match, I was like, maybe enhanced target should be standard equipment, like from the start, and be part of the HUD. Because it was at this moment right there where it's like, where is the outline of the tank? I see the chevron above the tank, but the camo and the foliage are working together to where I'm not really sure where the tank is, which means I have to have a approximate idea, and dare I say, use a ranging shot to figure out where the tank is, and then lo and behold, I'm not sure where the weak points are or aren't, because I'm shooting into a bush and hoping that what's behind the bush is a soft target. That's really unnerving, and I know some may feel that enhanced target may be a bit of too much information and you can figure it out on your own. Kind of like someone telling you that a prospective mate likes to pick their right nostril 60% more times than their left nostril, and you're just like, ew, you could have just said that they were a nose picker and not told me the percentages between nostrils. That would be appreciated. And I now am a kind of a champion for enhanced target because it if you had the option to turn it off, as in like part of the HUD settings, fine, great, because you want that extra equipment slot. And that was the thing that really irked me, was that sudden like extra charge for Era 2 and Era 3. Because this, I checked World Tanks Console website. It just says that only happens in Era 2 and Era 3. If it's part of Tier 9s and 10s, comment down below with that bit of information. But it was kind of surprising that there was another, like, barrier to entry for Era 2. It was like, oh, I now need to have, I think it's about 500,000. Well, in that range, it's either 500,000 or 850,000 for enhanced target. It's not a cheap piece of equipment. And for new players, this is what I was thinking, like, whoa, that's kind of could be expensive. I know we're having the economy change, but there was no discussion at all of lowering equipment cost. Module cost, yes. Tank cost, yes. Equipment cost, no. And the fact that they have something that in Era 1 you become used to because it's standard, and why would you remove it? And as you're just learning and experiment, you're not going to change everything, go in and start taking stuff off, unless you're listening to a questionable source of information, which I don't think I am. I want you to know where the tank specifically is and how it's angled. I do think the enhanced targeting can do a little bit better job of showing if it's how much of the tank is behind solid cover, i.e. part of a hill that you cannot penetrate. That would be lovely, but as you can see, it's now that the match is devolving into a standard Era 3 run and gun. I don't necessarily need the enhanced targeting, although I am doing a little bit more of the R1 R2 auto aim. It's mostly because we have a lot of, this was a bot heavy match again. This was early in the morning, so I was comfortable with that because they stood still and they were trying to get a good solid aim on myself and my team. But also in certain situations, I was also just trying to get an actual feel for the speed of these new rounds. Again, this is the first match. See how that handled, the gun, the turret handled, and so that's kind of why I'm just doing the whole run and gun thing. It was just more about finding out the thing, and yeah, finding out that, because it's been so long that I bought a stock Tech Tree tank from Era 3. It was like, enhanced target, valuable piece of equipment. Could possibly be like what 6th Sense should be, just be standard. That's a perk for the commanders if you don't know, and that should just be not even an option. It should be standard. And if you agree with me, comment down below. If you don't agree with me, comment down below. Either way, I found the Leopard 2A4 to be a very enjoyable tank, and in all honesty, it was probably more of the tank and the bots that helped to keep myself from not getting wrecked in this match. I was appreciative of how well armored, the mobility. I now have the 2A5, and that is a lovely tank. Shame the Weasels and Object 477As are just ruining the fun, but it is what it is. So, if you agree with me, thanks. If you don't agree with me, why? And let me know. Well, I hope the RNG's in favor, and keep the tracks on the ground. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.